some people wanted to know, like, what are your future goals? Like, what do you guys
I was
want
going to ask that, yeah. Where do you want to take this?
So, obviously we went to, I'll say one of them. We went to a fashion school for around a year and a half, and we genuinely, like, love fashion. Like, that's a big passion of ours. And
wait, the jewelry line?
So
cute.
Yeah,
so cute. I was wearing the snake ring the other day.
I'm wearing it right now.
Yeah, I was wearing that the other day, and I think you said something. You're like, where'd you get that? I haven't seen that. I was like, oh, it's Mian. It's so cute. Anyway, sorry. Continue. I just want to say that. It's beautiful.
Thank you so much. But
are you guys selling that online?
Yeah, it's on everyjewels.com/Mian Twins.
Got it.
Yeah, shout out. Pretty cool. But yeah, so we became super interested in fashion, and the fashion school we went to in New York, they have one other campus, which is in South Korea. So one thing we want to do in the future is cool. Go to South Korea and study fashion, because like they're like at the top of the fashion industry. Yeah. And then we want to create our own fashion, our own company, our own brand. So we don't want to do merch, but we want to create like our own clothing. So like really make the pieces like from scratch, just from us. And then besides the whole fashion thing, I really want to get into acting. So I'm trying to get my foot in the door with that, which is tough right now because it's COVID, and there's a lot going on that's like kind of preventing me, but slowly but surely want to get into that. And then also doing like print modeling for like makeup brands. I feel like would be sick.
Oh, that would
like Fenty Skin or like like working for brands.
Like something like that. Sent me stuff. It was my favorite thing.
They're sick.
I'm letting it ride. My mic is absolutely being a B word today. So this is how we're doing. This is gonna work.
No, listen, that's what we want to do, because we feel like Dropouts has such a cool name that we don't want to just do merch. So maybe we could pick your guys' brain on how to make some cool stuff for it.
Yeah.
Oh, that would be so cool.
Hopefully one day this podcast becomes bigger than life itself, and I think it would be so cool to have one piece of merch come out with every podcast, like with whoever's like doing it, like it's a limited edition release.
Wait, that would actually be so sick.
Yeah, like it being like, oh, we have like Aisha and Azra on today, so here's the piece of merch that you can buy for just this week or anything like that, which I think would be really cool. But
that is awesome.
Anyway, continue asking them questions.
Let's hear it.
Let me see. And then we didn't really, we touched a lot about the Triller Compound, but how did you guys actually get to the Triller Compound?
Funny story. So we actually came out here to California for like 2 weeks. And it was the day before we were supposed to leave back to New York, or like 2 days before we were supposed to leave back to New York. I'm in Walmart getting some last minute things for my flight, and I get a DM from Taylor. I'm like, did the Taylor Holler just DM me? Because I knew of him. Like I was not like a fangirl or anything. But like I knew who he was. She was a fangirl. She actually really was. But I was like, wait, why does it even sound so familiar? I was like, oh, I know like Taylor.
You thought it was a fan account.
I thought it was a fan account. So I clicked on it. It was his verified Instagram and everything. He goes, hey. I'm like,
hey, just as quick.
I'm in Walmart. Hey. We're literally stopped in the middle of Walmart. We're like, what is happening? So I answered,
Taylor just DM'd you.
And my phone died in Walmart. So I had to wait till I got home. And then I was like, hey, whatever. And then he goes, we'd love to talk about a cool like opportunity for you guys. And I was like, So of course we had a business meeting at Saddle Ranch, because where else? And we met. That's when we first met Taylor, Nate, Sean, and like everyone else, all of his friends. And he basically said like, we want you to be part of the Triller Compound. And this is the day before we were supposed to leave to New York, so we canceled our flight.
You guys didn't know him before that?
No, I just knew of him. Yeah. So then he did say, he goes, we'll do like a 2-week trial. Like you come hang out with us at the compound, see how you vibe with everyone. And we got along with them so well. Like I'm telling you, one thing about that house is we're like a family. Like everyone gets along.
Oh, that's 100% the vibe.
And like that's what I think.
Oh,
I love that. And like from what I'm hearing on the outside, like people find our house to be super genuine and real, and I'm like, that's exactly how it really is. It doesn't feel like a content house. I feel like I'm literally living with family, because like
when I visit the other houses, I'm like, oh, I feel like I'm at like work.
Yeah, literally. Yes. But our house never feels like work. It's just such a comfy, like such a good environment. We honestly couldn't have been put into a better group of people coming out here for the first time. It's sometimes you hear like you'll get stuck in a bad crowd, but we luckily did not have to go through that. So yeah, that's how it happened.
Dang,
really cool. Crazy.
That is really cool. That's great. You just straight up canceled your flight, and
literally that's what happened. And then never went back to New York. So,
do you guys ever want to go back, or like?
I'm such a New Yorker at heart that I'd probably get an apartment in Manhattan for a little bit, and stay there. But I don't know, maybe back and forth.
Because that's the thing. Zach and I talk about this a lot. It's just like LA. It's like you kind of have to be here for work a little bit, and then it's just like we also want to get to a point where we don't necessarily have to be here for work, and like but the work keeps coming. And
I feel that exactly.
Yeah, it's like I don't necessarily want to go back to Ohio, but New York would also be like a way better place.
Oh, listen, I would not complain if I had to go back to there. I'm like, out of all places to be stuck in, New York is not a bad one. Like I love it over there. Same.